Yo, what is up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today we're doing a full day of eating on the cut. I just recently started the cut. I was at 235. I was getting a little chubby, so decided time to cut. And basically on the cut, what I'm doing is I'm eating 3,500 calories. It's a lot, but I'm 6'1", so it's hard to, keep size on with low calories. And I'm eating around 65 grams of fat a day, trying to keep it under that. Carbs are anywhere from like 350 to 450. And then protein, I'm just naturally getting in around 300 grams of protein without trying. So I'm gonna take you through my meals on how I get to that. So for breakfast, what we're doing is egg white burritos. If you follow me on Instagram, you see my videos, my stories, where I post daily my 3 burritos. So basically what we're doing is just the egg whites from these. It's probably not enough eggs, but the reason I'm doing whole eggs for the egg whites is because I started the cut 3 days ago. Still had leftover eggs from when I was bulking. So basically, instead of going out and buying egg whites, I'm just gonna go through these first. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna crack up around 380 grams of egg whites. So basically inside the burritos, what we have is one of these packs of cooked sticky rice. I get these at Costco. What I do before I start cooking anything else is I just put one of these in here. That way it's ready to go, and I'm ready to mix it with the eggs. 90 seconds. And then we also do salsa in there with it. I get this from Trader Joe's. My favorite salsa, I've tried to get them out, just trying to change up the burritos here and there. And that's the one I really like. Grab these tortillas. Also from Costco, the jumbo flour tortillas come with 30. Here are the macros, only 4 grams of fat, 30 grams of carbs, 5 grams of protein. It's not terrible. So what I do is I take out 3 of these and put them off to the side for when I'm ready to use them. Go ahead and crack up some of these egg whites, whole eggs. I'm gonna go ahead, just filter them out like this until I get to like 360 grams of egg whites to around 380. So we actually went a little over here. We got 391 grams of the egg whites. We're gonna go ahead, throw it up in a pan. The egg whites are cooking. We're gonna go ahead, throw in our rice, just like that. We're gonna chop it up a little bit. And basically just cook that through until it's ready to go. And then we could actually get to the making the burrito. So we went ahead, we threw one of the tortillas in the toaster. We got the eggs done. Now we can get to the burrito process. All right, tortilla's all bubbled up now. I'm gonna put that down there. Off a little base layer of salsa. Just about a scoop. I don't really track the salsa because it's only like 10 calories. There's no fat. There's only a little bit of carbs in there. There's no protein. And I know I'm probably gonna burn it out throughout the day. So small thing like that, I don't really care to track. And then we can go ahead and do a good scoop of our egg right there. Maybe a little bit more. Don't want to overpack it because then it's hard to fold. And then what we're gonna do is throw a little bit more salsa on top of that. And maybe a little more. Now what we do, just grab the both ends. I like to mix it up a bit. So like I go side to side. Just kind of stirring it up with the tortilla. Just like that, so it's all covered. You don't have some bites where it's just pure egg white. Because honestly, I'm not a big fan of the taste of egg whites. But just like that, got pretty much all of it covered in salsa. Just gonna go ahead, fold it now. Fold it like that, 2 ends. Boom. And there we go. We got one of our burritos already. We're gonna go ahead and make the other 2. And then I'm gonna show you guys the macros for this meal. All right, so we've got our 3 burritos here. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the macros up on the screen right there. Basically, that's for the first meal. And what I like to do is when I get tired of these burritos, because I eat the same thing every day, is I like to change up the salsa. Or like same thing with the next meals. We're gonna be doing 2 more meals throughout the day. Is just change up like the spices or like the sauces I put on them. I also do every morning with my breakfast is the Premier Protein, the latte. It just tastes really good. Extra 30 grams of protein right there. But, you know, that's enough said. Let's get a little taste test. That's pretty good for, I think it's 90 grams of protein for this meal with this. So that means it's around 60 grams of protein for 3 burritos. I mean, it's pretty good. Can't beat it. Yeah. All right. With that said, I'm gonna go ahead, get this meal down, and then I'm gonna take a little walk after, but I will see you guys for meal number 2. All right, so it is lunchtime now, but we're doing a little snack. We got fat-free milk here, and this Gold Standard Whey. They sent me this fruity cereal. It's pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead, do a little bit of that. For this diet, I'm really like trying to avoid a lot of fat because you burn fat last and you burn carbs first. So I'm kind of replacing some of that fat with more carbs. One of our Helimix is down here. I'll go with the red. Code MAXB20 if you want to cop one of these and save some money. So we are going to go with about 460 grams or 460 milliliters of that non-fat milk. We're gonna go ahead and get a scoop or 2. I mean, this flavor is pretty good, but with the amount of milk I put in there, I'm gonna do probably 2 scoops just so we can get that flavor a little bit more. It's a pretty good flavor. It's not too bad. Give it a good solid 7.5 out of 10. So we're gonna do 40 grams of this. I think this is 1.5 grams of fat, 3 grams of carbs, and 24 grams of protein for about 31 grams. So we're probably gonna get a good 30 grams of protein out of this, which is perfect. So 40 on that. A very hint flavor of the cereal, fruity cereal, but I mean, it's pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead, get this down. I did my morning walk, which is usually about 1.5 miles walking my dog, but I walked my neighbor's dog too, and I took, he has a bigger dog, so I took that dog for about 3-mile walk. So I'm already at like my 10,000 step mark for the day, which I have for cutting. So I don't really have to do any cardio at the gym today, which is a plus. So I can just get home after my workout and get my meal in. So yeah, get this down and then I'll see you guys for meal 2. Almost forgot, here are the macros for that meal or snack, but yeah, there you go. For here, we have meal number 2. We got 99% lean, 1% fat, ground turkey. Macros on this, super good. Got 1 gram of fat for 28 grams of protein and only 120 calories, and that's for 4 ounces, 112 grams. And we're gonna do about a cup of this broccoli right here. What I like to do is I just boil it, and then when I'm done boiling it, I throw it in the pan where I cook the turkey, let it fry up a little bit. Seasoning we're gonna be using for the ground turkey is this chicken, I don't know, I think it's called boiling. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but it kind of makes it taste like ramen. So if you've ever had chicken ramen before, it's kind of what this is. It makes it taste like that. And then we got garlic salt right here, and then a little bit of pepper. That's all going on the turkey. Is this right here. I use this Kinder's Zero Sugar barbecue sauce. Only 10 calories, no fat, no sugar, no protein, just 5 grams of carbs. Don't really track this. Don't have to worry about it. And then we're also gonna be doing a little bit of rice in there. Right here, I got my rice for the day. It's a good amount in there. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and whip up this turkey. Just gonna mix this up, and we'll see you guys in a couple minutes when we add this barbecue sauce. Not gonna lie, I almost forgot to add the pepper. Just something you don't wanna do. Let's add a little bit of this broccoli here. So yeah, it's already at a pretty good boiling consistency. Right here. Macros on broccoli, we're looking for the fiber because this diet is not really fiber dense unless you add veggies like this. And you know, you don't want to be on the toilet for too long, so veggies are definitely recommended. It also does add a little bit of flavor too. So I think that, you know, let's get one more piece in there. All right, that should be good. We're just gonna go ahead and let that boil up. The turkey's, you know, at that like halfway mark, we're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of this barbecue sauce, about like probably 2 tablespoons right there, I'd say. And I like it when it's a little, you know, golden. So see you when it's there. While we wait, we're gonna go ahead and get our rice ready. I use these big bowls so I can have bigger meals. 265. All right, so right in between that 250 to 300 gram range. So 265, it's perfect. Done almost? Yeah, just about done. So we got 433 grams of that 99% lean turkey right there. Just go ahead and dump it in there. A little bit of water in there, but that's fine. So let's turn on the heat a little bit. Fry this up just so it can get a little crispy. You can tell the broccoli is done when it just straight up chops up like that. It absorbed all that water. It's consistency you're really looking for. Or just use your spatula and just spread it up right there. See how many grams we got here. I'm guessing probably around like 150. I was off. It's definitely off. We got 218 grams of broccoli. We're gonna go ahead and throw this back in the pan. That way we can mix it all up. Because trying to mix it in a bowl that's that packed, it's really hard. Pretty strict if you really want to achieve the goal of like being shredded or really lean. You're gonna be eating the same thing every day. I mean, people say balance, but I mean, honestly, balance is stupid. If you really have a goal and you really want to achieve it, just fucking chase it. You don't need to be balanced. You can be balanced when you finally achieve the goal. But yeah, just like that, all mixed up, looks better. You're gonna get a little bit of everything with every bite. So I'm gonna go ahead and sit down. I'm gonna go over the macros. All right, here we have it. This is meal number 2. I think there's about 1,000 calories in this meal, 110 grams of protein, which is a really high protein meal. Me personally, I mean, I'm better with eating bigger quantities of food than like having to split up tiny meals throughout the day, because I mean, I just have busier days sometimes and I don't have time to like take breaks every 2 hours to eat meals. So, I mean, a good big meal in the morning is good for me, especially if it's a work day, because I'm gonna be out there working. I don't have time to eat meals. So, good big meal in the morning, and then good big meal afternoon, and then good big meal at night is all I really need. Let's give it a little taste. I mean, it's not the best tasting thing in the world, but it does have flavor to it, and on the cut, you can't really get any better. So another tip, if you're cutting, a good cheat code is diet soda. I mean, it's not the best for you, but to help you get through the, you know, dry, bland meals, a Diet Coke. My personal favorite is a Diet Cherry Coke or Coke Zero Sugar. Just goes great with a meal, washes it down. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, crush this meal, go hit my workout, and I'll see you guys when I get back home. We're gonna try to get to that 3,500 calorie mark. So that means either doing more carbs in it or a little more broccoli if we're left over with a lot of calories for some reason, which we shouldn't be. We could do another protein shake or something, but I'll see you guys when we get back. All right, y'all, so last meal of the day here. Basically the same meal we just ate, but I decided I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. So I went ahead and hit the store, picked up some cauliflower. I'm gonna do the same thing I did with the broccoli on this, just to get old boil up. I'm probably gonna do about half of it, boil it up, and then saute it a little bit in that barbecue sauce. Just get the flavor in there. And the turkey, same way I cooked it before, just a little bit of that garlic, salt, this stuff, I don't know how to pronounce. And then the barbecue sauce, and then a little bit of the rice. We got about 1,000 calories left, so this meal is gonna be perfect. It's gonna be right around the 1,000 calorie range. If it's not at the 1,000 calorie range, it's probably gonna be at like 950, which means I just gotta add a little bit extra carbs in there. Honestly, the strength hasn't gone down really. Just started the cut like 4 days ago, so I mean that's expected, but maybe about 3 weeks in, maybe when we're about 4-5 weeks into the cut, or just basically a month into the cut, the strength will go down. I'm gonna see it, but hopefully we're gonna be a lot leaner. So I'm gonna go ahead, cook this up, and sit down with y'all in a sec. All right, so here we are. This is the last meal of the day. So basically the same as the last meal. We did about 30 more grams of rice in this just so we can hit the calorie count. I'm gonna go ahead and put them up on the screen right here. And yeah, so basically this is just with cauliflower, so it gives it slightly a different taste, because I think cauliflower has a different taste than broccoli, me personally. But yeah, I basically does it for the full day. Here are the macros for the full day. Pretty good. Protein's really high, fat's really low, carbs pretty moderate, calories are perfect for me since I'm like 6'1", 6'2", around the 225 pound mark, and I'm trying to, you know, not lose too much weight on the cut. But you know, if you're cutting, you are going to lose weight one way or another. So yeah, basically let's get a little taste test of this. Yeah, me personally, I take cauliflower over broccoli. I just like the texture a lot more and the taste, but it's pretty good. So that's basically gonna do it for this video. If you guys like the meals and you want to try them out yourself, go for it. If you have any tips or suggestions on things you'd recommend for the cut, like different sauces, stuff like that, go ahead, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to drop a like, drop a sub. Really helps out the channel. And I will see you guys in the next one.